The National Prosecuting Authority says that Doctor Nandipha Magudumana's bail application, which will start in the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court this morning, has been set down for 2 days. Magudumana is among the 12 people accused of aiding the convicted rapist and murderer Thabo Bester to escape from the Mangaung Correctional Centre in the Free State in May last year. Magudumana abandoned her bail application in May this year, and this was to pursue an application in the High Court to have her arrest in Tanzania declared unlawful. The application was dismissed by the High Court after it found that she had consented to being brought back to South Africa. Now, some prison employees are believed to have assisted Bester with a staged suicide. Magudumana is expected to appear in person. So for more on this story, we cross now to our reporter, Kamogelo Seekoei, who is in Bloemfontein at the High Court, watching those proceedings for us. Kamogelo, good morning. So what's expected to unfold today?
Good morning to you, Sakina, and to the viewers. Well, today, like you've said, we are expecting that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana will appear here in person for her bail application. It is important to note that this bail application actually comes as a surprise at this stage, because what we had heard from Dr. Nandipha's lawyers was that she was going to petition the Supreme Court of Appeal with regards to the outcome at the Free State High Court. You remember that Dr. Nandipha went to the High Court saying that her arrest in Tanzania was unprocedural and unlawful, and that she had been abducted in that country prior to her being brought back to the country. The High Court did find that the arrest in Tanzania was unprocedural, but because she had consented to being brought back to the country, then dismissed that prayer from Dr. Nandipha. And of course, she had appealed that outcome, and she also failed in that bid. And then they decided that they'll be taking the matter to the Supreme Court of Appeal. None of that happened, and now she's here at the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court today to apply for bail. I just want to take the viewer a little bit back to when the investigation officer was leading evidence during the bail application of Senue Matshwara and the 4 other people, that he had mentioned Dr. Nandipha in that evidence, as well as being involved, or rather having claimed the body at the government mortuary here in Bloemfontein. And that body, of course, was discovered to belong to Katlego Bereng, who is a resident of Bloemfontein. According to the investigating officer, that body was claimed by Dr. Nandipha together with Zanda Moyo, who is accused number 9 in the same matter. So that's essentially what we think will come out today during her bail application. But we'll be speaking to a legal analyst later this morning just to find out what this bail application means, because from what we had been explained to before, we understood that because Dr. Nandipha had gone to the High Court to make a request for the High Court to look at her arrest, she didn't recognize the charges that she's facing here in the Bloemfontein Magistrate Court, which is obviously aiding and abetting Thabo Bester to escape from prison, fraud, as well as not handling violating a body of a dead person. So those are the charges that she will be facing here in the Bloemfontein Magistrate's Court. And of course, this means that she now wants to be out of the Kroonstad prison. As you remember, all the other people that are facing the same charge in this matter have been granted bail in this Magistrate's Court, including Dr. Nandipha's father.